Have you ever noticed that sometimes it's not the people that work hard or the people who are really good morally that end up realizing their deepest desires? Sometimes it's that person you know who can be a bit crude, is not the most giving person. It could be a person that gossips. It can be a person who is overly materialistic and not spiritual. Well, why is it that they're attracting all of these great things? I mean, a loving spouse, a beautiful home, wealth, maybe some kids, or a life of adventure. Does this mean that there's no God keeping count of our karmic actions? Or does it mean that what we know of God consciousness is different from what it really is? I'm talking about the way that God consciousness operates. What many philosophers and quantum thinkers agree on is that it's all about frequency. Frequency in terms of how we think, how we feel, our connection to what we desire, our fearlessness to even desire it. And these in turn do affect the actions that we take in bringing us closer to our desires. But if you're working hard and you continue to lament the thing which you do not have, then the universe is reading your frequency as a frequency that is lacking. Now, some of these folks that I talked about, who may be cocky, who may be greedy, who may be mean, they're walking around like they expect the wealth, like they honestly deserve, and they honestly believe that they deserve this wealth. They're either completely oblivious to the fact that they're an asshole, or maybe they still think that despite their character flaws, that the universe could still give this to them. Are moral people, are spiritual people too hard on themselves? Do we expect too little from the universe and from others? Yes, we meditate, we pray, we try to do good by others and by the earth, by the ancestors. But what is our frequency? Are we operating on a frequency of fear, of loss, of I don't deserve it? There's a fine line between humility and lacking in confidence, lacking in self-belief and self-respect. And it is difficult to walk that line. Do you believe that you deserve all of your deepest desires from the universe? Are you behaving within the frequency of abundance? Are you expecting it? Or are you afraid to expect it because you think that it won't come? It's quite a conundrum, being realistic and being hopeful at the same time. My wish for all of us is that we get our deepest desires. And if you're listening to this right now, I'm going to assume that you are a spiritual person who's walking in the light and doing the right things by others. And so open your heart to believe that you deserve and that you will get all of your deepest desires.